subscribe. Billy says ring the bell. We got some dust floating around in here because my dumbass dusted something before going live. Did some dusting. See if anyone wants to play today. Meanwhile, we'll make a trucker breakfast. Get some lights going in here. Again? What do you mean again, Truck Trader Sam? We're gonna make breakfast, bro. We're gonna make breakfast. Oh yeah. We got meat lovers with real egg, sausage, cheddar cheese, and bacon. If you guys never seen these Jimmy Dean breakfasts, they're awesome. They're easy to make. Peel the lid off. That's the eggs. Gosh darn it. That's the fixins. So give me a minute here. It's all mixed up in this cup. Pre-mixed. You don't even have to do anything. Check it out. And that's real beaten eggs. It comes out as a normal egg. For you guys that are looking at that going, what the fuck? That looks like whatever. Can't remember. How long do I cook this for? Microwave on high for 50 seconds. Because my microwave is really lame, I do it for a minute. Then you stir it. Then we're gonna stir it. What's up, Kelly? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. See who's in here. We got Sam, of course. We got Dakota. How you doing, Dakota? You are alive. Right on. I know you're just joking, Sam. No worries. Kelly's good morning again. Stefan says, I got sick eating one of those, but I think it's because I left it in the fridge too long. Yeah, you gotta be careful. I saw you in West Virginia on the 64 on Thursday. Right on. Someone's seen me. Actually, a couple different people have seen me. One, God, I can't remember his name. He was at the TA over there in Cuba, Missouri. Said howdy on the. He said howdy on the CB, and then a couple different guys on the freeway have said howdy. Okay, it needs to be longer. I like to wait until it starts stiffening up before I pour the other stuff in. My microwave isn't the greatest. You know, it's one of these small ones that barely heats. I'm resetting, well, because I wanted to go home for Thanksgiving, I found this load that picked up Monday that gets me home on Wednesday in Houston, so then I can go home for Thursday. So I did a reset here just to go home. Otherwise, the loads in the area weren't paying near as good as this one to get me home, and they would have got me home a little sooner, so that would have been cool. But I really wanted the extra $600. I really wanted the extra $600. So I took this load instead. Plus, I figured I can get my oil changed, which I did. And the discount with Landstar saved me a little over $100 than I would pay with my fuel card, which saved me a little bit of money. So, saved me, versus that, it saved me a little over $100. So that was cool. And you know we got to douse this shit with some cayenne pepper. So that was cool. And then if this load fails or whatever, or doesn't work out, I've got to reset, and at that point I'll just continue to run. I'll just continue to run and, you know, miss Thanksgiving unless something got me home. But I wasn't going to lose a bunch of money or deadhead home. Now I did set load alerts up for the house for Friday, and there's a load going to Laredo that I'm interested in. I might call Monday morning on. I want to get a hold of that Walmart guy first. Hopefully he answers me on Monday. How do I like Landstar? I think it's okay. I'm don't think anybody's going to be thrilled with the trailer situation here. The whole having to get them inspected all the time. I thought somebody, when I was talking to a driver about coming to Landstar, he told me your truck was every 120 days, but the trailers were once a year. Obviously, that's not true. The trailers are every 120 days too. Now this is almost done. It's a little bit too warm. Well, no, it's done. It's done. Now for shits and giggles, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more cheese to it, a little more protein for my diet. Got to be careful not to spill the cheese. Just a pinch, not nothing crazy, because it's already got some cheese in it. Good job, Billy. Of course, now Billy's showing up because he's like, you gonna give me some of that? No, bro, you ate your breakfast. You had your breakfast. Matter of fact, you had I gave you a little bit more by accident, so I don't want to hear no bullshit about you, Billy. Plus, it's got cayenne and it'll burn your ass. Here's my thoughts on the trailers here. Why can't, and I might have mentioned this before, but I'll mention it every video. Maybe Landstar will see it. Why couldn't they send TA Mobile, pay a road call over to, like, you know, their receivers? Like, say, for instance, FedEx in Orlando, it had about 10 trailers there. Why couldn't they send TA over there to go over, and if anything's close to needing inspection, inspect them? You know, and if anything needs repair that they can't fix right there at the lot, that has to go back to the store, at least they can, hey, driver, you're going to be going to this, doing a drop and hook over here. How would you like to take a trailer to go get it fixed? We'll pay you X amount of dollars, you know, per day or whatever for sitting there getting it fixed. Hey, I might need to do a reset. I'm good with that. David Scott says, because it makes too much sense. Good morning, Peyton. How you doing? I bet you mayonnaise would be good in this. Justin, what's up, man? Justin Burgers is in the house. So, Glenn, if you're still here, how are you liking Landstar? They asked me, how are you liking it? Glenn started Landstar with me. We were in orientation together. If you don't know who Glenn is, he is GWC Trucking. Let me see. GWC Trucking, yep. Dude, don't stare at me. Why are you staring at me, Billy? Shit. We're gonna put a little mayo in this. And before you guys all gag and throw up, let me tell you why. Melissa and I, at a restaurant by the house, we get an omelet that's called a 007 omelet. It's basically a cheeseburger in an omelet. And we get, they go, you want mayo and mustard? I don't like mustard on a burger, so I say mayo. And it goes good with the eggs. I probably wouldn't do it again on just this. It's not bad, but hold on. I think I'd rather ketchup, but it's not bad. You're in New Mexico. How's the weather over there? Actually, I think the weather's good over there. Are you trying to tell me you want something? Bro, I'm trying to eat. It's my turn to eat. You ate all your food. You ate all your food. Why you gotta get in my face? You don't get no human food. You diarrhea. Oh, mayo is awesome. I'm like, mayor is awesome. What? Have you got newer trailers yet, like 2022 or 2023 or 2024? If you do get one, they keep for a few months. I think my first trailer was a 2022, and my second trailer was newer. But these last two trailers, one was a 17 and this one's a 16. They're not in bad shape though. Glenn says, I like it, man. It's got its ups and downs, but I'm happy. Okay, that's good to hear. You're right, it's got its ups and downs. It's got its ups and downs, for sure. I think if the rates were a little bit better, it'd be good. The rates just aren't paying quite enough. Now, I'm trying to get in with some agents, but so far the agents I've dealt with, I don't know the deal, but it's like, oh, okay, hey man, do you have loads in this area? Oh no, we just we just got this one, but we're trying to get this lane going. And there's always been a reason where it's like, okay, I don't need to put you in my Rolodex. It's always we're trying to get the lanes going. I don't know if that means they're new agents or what. Or no, it's the first time we got that load. We don't know how many times it comes out. Or weather is great. That's good to hear, man. Good to hear. Going out to California in the wintertime is always iffy. New Mexico and Arizona can get you. Get you on the 40 with snow and ice. Get you on the 10 with ice. Yeah, Glenn, there is a lot to learn here. I did my safety meetings I had to do, my mandatory safety class I had to do yesterday, or videos. And in that video section, there was time for air conditioning. In that video section, there was, how to deal with agents, or how to find agents, I guess, to get, I'm trying to think of the word. In other words, find agents that are going to be productive for you, and how to do this, there's a lot of different videos in there. How to use lane match. A lot of how-tos. My friend in Shimon have Landstar. Shimon have Landstar. Okay. Oh, my friend is Shimon have loads. Shimon. Shimon. Why is that familiar sounding? I think we're at the beginning stage, but everyone is telling me to specialize in something, and that's where the money is. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, what? I don't know. You got these band accounts and what are they called? Convention accounts and things like that. I mean, I wouldn't mind running some of those, but would I want to specialize in it? No, because I'm not going to take the truck to downtown New York to a convention center to, deliver this stuff. I'm just not interested in that. I'm not going to go into San Francisco. I don't know how you feel about those big cities that are screwed. LA, I'm not worried about. I'll go into LA. I'll go into Chicago. But for some reason, New York, Rhode Island, San Francisco, there's just a lot of ways to go oops there. Now, if I was guaranteed directions, hey, we're going to give you truck directions. Because even when I was with my last company, I ran a Landstar brokered load that was going to Atlanta Convention Center. I had no directions how to get there, but I had to go. Obviously, I had to take the 75 into downtown, which no through trucks, which is fine. But then there's a sign that says all trucks must take 285. There was no taking 285. To take 285, I would have had to have drove through about 10 miles of side streets with houses on it and everything else. So I took the 75, or I think it was the 75, down to downtown and did that. Whether I was supposed to or not, I don't know. But I would have liked to have had directions on how to get there. That would have been pretty cool. So if I was going to do a specialized thing like that, where I'm going into cities, big cities, I would need directions. I don't want to follow GPS into San Francisco, or into Queens, New York, or something. Good morning, David and Billy, the Pillow Bandit. What's up, Cody? How you doing? Yep, Billy's a pillow bandit. You're a pillow bandit. He's being all cute. He's being all cute, trying to get me to give him some more food. What's up, Scotty B? How you doing? He says, hey, driver, I made it to alive. Yep, you did. Confused Outlaw. Now everybody's here, man. Where's Hog Rider? We need Hog Rider in the house. Of course, Jeremy and Lucas would be nice to be here, but, those clowns. Well, number one, Jeremy's probably driving, and he's got cameras in his truck, so he ain't going to dare turn on no YouTube. Lucas, he's just freaking, I don't know what Lucas is doing. He's probably, what time is it? Yeah, he's probably still sleeping, because I think he's been running late into the nights. I know he was. Yeah, this was pretty good, guy. Holy shit. 300 calories? 1 gram of sugar, that's not bad. A lot of sodium. 650 megagrams. 3 grams of carbs. It's making my nose run, which means I ate a little too fast. 22 grams of protein, that's nice. That's pretty good right there. And then I added a little bit of more cheese, so I guess that's not bad. I don't like the 300 calories. You can get on your loads at Landstar like Johnson Logic. Yeah, Johnson Logic's, he's doing all that convention and band shit. Do you think you'll make it back home for Turkey Day? Yes, Confused Outlaw. That's why I've been sitting here all weekend. Ow! Billy! He just freaking bit the fat on... Ow! 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 Dude, quit biting me. Ow! Ow! Ow, he's got my fat. Get off the fat, boy. Get off the fat. Why are you attacking me? He's like, you didn't give me none of those eggs. I'm gonna eat you. Bro, get off me. Get off me. What? Ow, ow, ow. That's my finger. That's my finger. Ow. Bro, you can't bite my fat. Ow. Hey, enough. You just chomped at my face. No, enough. If you're gonna get overexcited, no. I said no. That's right. You just sit there and shut up. Okay, I had to shut him down. He got a little overexcited. He didn't get me, but I felt his nose hit my cheek. Bro, I said no more. You lost that privilege because you got overexcited. You got overstimulated. But anyways, yeah, I'm on this load. I took this load. It's supposed to get me into Houston on Wednesday. It's a drop at 9:30 in the morning. So I'll deadhead home, from Houston, which is, I don't know, 100 miles. And yeah, I'll be home for Turkey Day. And then I might be picking up a load out of Beaumont, going to Laredo on Friday and see what's up. Oh, Billy wanted to get back to the house. Yeah, we mentioned it and he's attacked me. Seems like you get the hang of things, just build relationships with the agents. Yeah, that's the thing, is trying to build relationships with the agent is a little tough, because I don't know how tough it is. It's just a few agents that I've talked to and dealt with, they don't seem interested, like, I don't know if it's interested. I guess they don't have what I'm looking, when I'm like, hey, this is I like this load. This is near my house. Do you get this load often? So I can call you up when I'm, going home to see if you got one coming out. Well, no, not really. Sometimes, but yeah, if you want to call, you can, but yeah, so it's like, well, whatever. What's up, trucking with the Fly Rabbit? Old, what is that? You over at F2F still? I think it was F2F. Linda says it's nice there in Arizona. Yeah, it's nice over here in South Carolina, New York, Alabama. I'm in South Carolina. It's pretty nice here. You don't need a jacket outside. That's beautiful. And at night, I only had to turn the heat on. A little bit. This cayenne pepper is not very hot. I definitely put enough in there. It didn't spice it up very well. You are? Okay, right on. Cool, man. Now, one of the things, and another thing I hope Landstar eventually does, is do like JB Hunt did and go ahead and put the loads up on the load board with their 35% already removed. That would make things, this is driving me nuts. I got dust on my dashboard where it's got a layer of dust over my gauges. Today's going to be spring cleaning in here once I'm done with this live. That drives me fucking crazy. I don't know where that... Well, I do know where it came from. I did a dumb thing. I looked in my ice chest fan and it had dust in there. Not thinking about it, I should have took the lid off, put it out my door, and blew the dust out. But instead, I got my hose, went, and all this dust comes flying out of the fucking cooler right into the cab of the truck. It's like, when I did that, I was like, I just completely filled the interior of this truck with dust. And sure enough, I did. It's covered. Another tip for you truckers, if you don't already, is these minute rices. Man, these things are the best. 1 minute in the microwave, little bit of butter on them, or a lot of times I'll eat them with some chili or with some taco meat or something. Oh my God, the best. You don't need to eat all that truck stop food. You know, save some money. I rarely eat in the truck stop. Rarely. But yeah, I'd really like if they changed up the way they put the loads on the board, you know, as far as the way they put it with their, you know, the whole amount. I mean, why put the whole amount? It makes it, oh, that load looks like it's paying good, and then you start doing it in your head how much it's going to pay, and it seems like it's crap. But then once you break it down and take the fuel surcharge and accessorials out, it's like, oh, okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Costco has some good chili. Right on. Melissa makes good chili. Melissa makes really good chili. I still got one left. This is 2 meals easily. If I eat it with rice, it's 3 meals. But these are the containers I tell you about. I don't like them because you got to clean them. So what I do is after I take the chili out of them, I just put them back in the freezer. She tells me I can throw them away, but it's like, you reuse those. I know she reuses them, but she says if I don't want to clean them, throw them away. Well, I just freeze them, and then I'll bring them home and throw them in the sink and clean them at the house. Shyman will help, David. Who is Shyman? I mean, the name sounds familiar. Are you talking about he was Landstar Trucking and now he's grinding gears? Is that his name? I think that might be his name. Yeah, it is. Home cooking is a lot better. Yeah, and she made that taco meat. We made tacos at the house, and we were like, oh, we'll have them for a couple of nights, and we only ended up having them one night. I had like 5 bags of taco meat last time I was out, and I ate it with that rice. Oh my God, it was so good. So good. But I usually put my food in these quart bags, and this is what I always tell her to do, is don't put them in the Tupperware, put them in the quart bags. Because one, I can flatten the food out in there and put them in my freezer for easy storage. And, yes, sir, may I help you? For easy storage, and then I can just throw these away after I use them. Can I have my hand back? Hey. Calm down, boy. I'm on a live. I'm on a live. This ain't Memorex, bro. This is live. Half you guys don't even know what Memorex is. Dude, bro, that's my finger. Ow, you're trying to give me carpal tunnel. Oh, okay. Truck stop food is priced ridiculously. It is. Yeah, I know, Justin, that he dispatch. Ow, fucker. Hey, stop. I know he dispatches for people, you know, charges them, you know, some money. I was spending like $40 a day, OTR 200 a week. Yeah, F that, man. F that. I'll spend about 100, 150 at Walmart, and it will last me 2 weeks easy. Easy 2 weeks. But then I eat very little because of the surgery I had. You know, and that money includes snacks. like my pudding cups and stuff like that. Never gamble on a fart. No, no, of course not. That's right, Tony. That's right. Okay, you got it. That's right. Oh man, I feel so old sometimes. Jesus. I mean, look at me. When I think of myself at 16, 18 years old. Usually about 18. God damn. Then I look at myself here and it's like, geez, what happened to me? I look like a monster. A fucking monster. Billy, why are you staring at me, bro? You're freaking me out. Why are you staring at me? No, bro. You ain't going out again. You already pulled that BS with me once. That's what he does when he needs to go potty, is he'll stare at you. Dude, what are you trying to bite my head off? Stop. He's being crazy today. We are now the creepy old guys. Yeah. Yep. Ain't that a bitch? One day you're young and ready to take on the world, and then next thing you know, you're a creepy old ass man sitting in a semi truck in a parking lot watching people walk by. Unbelievable. Dude, quit. He's just staring at me. Look. He's just staring at me like a creeper. Creepy ass dog. Are the rates better at Landstar or less better than your last company you worked for? They're less than the last company I worked for. They're definitely less. But not much less. And when you take account the rental trailer, most of the loads will pay a little bit better or the same. Only some of them. The only time I'm taking it in the pants where it's like, okay, it sucks, but then I would do it at the old company too, is when I need to go home. When I have to go home at a certain time. Because if I just wanted to do home time, I would just start looking to see where loads are coming, going to Texas at the best rate, and then get myself to that area and then go home. But like the other day when I had to go home to get pills, I had to take whatever was going that way, and it didn't pay very good. Today, I mean, Thanksgiving, I got to get home for Thanksgiving, or I want to get home for Thanksgiving. So instead of taking a load over the weekend, I elected to sit for the weekend. I was probably gonna do a 34 anyways, just because I was feeling a little tired. You know, I had a big week last week. Not trying to get anybody down or anything, but my sister did pass away last week, and so it was a very, very emotional, mental, draining week. So I needed a couple of days to unwind and, you know, get back into the groove of things. And she was my younger sister, so, you know, your baby sister is not supposed to go before you, you know. So it was tough. She fought cancer for a year, found out she had lung cancer on her birthday a year ago, and then passed last week. She gave it a good fight, but unfortunately she didn't make it. But anyways, we don't want to drag this down with all that. I've been trying to keep it out of YouTube and whatnot, because thank you, Confused Outlaw, but let's give it. Yes, I do have 10-4 truck insurance, but the problem is with Landstar, you have to use their unladen insurance. So I couldn't get my whole insurance from 10-4. But they do save me about 30 bucks a month by using them for the other insurance. Billy needs to fight Mike Tyson. Yeah, that's right. Billy, you need to fight. Man, how was that fight? Have you ever seen a guy hold back? I 100% that fight was fixed. Tyson comes out. Number one, he looked what I would say nervous, but it was probably nerves of how is he going to throw this fight and make it look real. But you guys see that one time he went to get him and he goes and he stops and he literally went like this without actually swinging. I think what he was trying to do is make it look like he was hitting him, but he held back too far. And here's Jake Paul's face. His hand goes like this. I was like, what the fuck? He was pulling every punch he did, he was pulling. Every punch he did, he was pulling. Every punch he did. So once I seen 5 minutes of the fight, I was like, yeah, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. Get away from me. Here. Chew on that. Chew on that. Ow. Chew on that. I could just do lives of Billy attacking me. Jesus. You're like fighting Tyson. You're trying to bite my ear off. Here, eat that. He likes skin. Alright. Yeah, let's try. I need to go through this truck. There's a lot of dust in this truck, and I'm not digging that. I think it's time to take everything out of it and scrub the walls and everything, get all the dust down. Bro, you know, Billy makes a lot of dust in the truck because him being long-haired, he gets a lot of dust and stuff on him when he goes outside and plays, and then he brings it in. And I know this to be the case because he always comes in and stands on my ice chest while I clean his feet and everything off, and my ice chest gets a lot of dirt around the edges. I'm constantly cleaning the white edge of the ice chest where there's grass and dirt and everything else. So he brings in a lot of dirt into the truck. Bro, I'm gonna just hold you right here. Yeah, I'm gonna just hold you right here so you can't attack me. You'd think he's a damn newborn puppy the way he freaking chews on me. What's up, little oh shit, Trucker Little Debbie is in the house. Trucker Little Debbie is a long-time Prime driver. Ow! You little fuck, that hurt! That hurt, dude! You can't take fucking chunks of meat off of me like that. I'm not food. I'm not food. She's a long-time Prime driver, a company driver over there at Prime, making her way through trucking, making some money. Yeah, Tony, you're probably right. Bro, look at this. He's trying to eat me, man. Why are you trying to eat me? Hey. 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 No, don't talk back. Don't talk back. Don't talk back. Come on, man. I'm trying to do fucking thing. I'm trying. Billy, can't you see the people? I'm trying to do a video. I'm trying to do a video. Bro, I'm trying to do a video. Stop chewing on me. Hey. You know, Mommy would be pissed right now if you're talking back to me like that. Hey Dave, how many miles have you put on your truck, and are you going to have your engine rebuilt? I've got 456,000 miles on my truck, and I am not planning on having the engine rebuilt, meaning I'm hoping to get enough life out of this truck to where I can just retire the truck or sell it for whatever it's worth when the time comes. If I can get at least 3 more years out of this truck, I'd be happy without doing a rebuild. David Scott says, I had 10 for insurance. One of my truck burned down. Then they didn't want to pay them after they dropped me and said they couldn't insure me anymore because I had a claim. But did they pay you? A lot of companies will do that. If they have a big claim, they'll drop you as a customer. I mean, if it was a big claim. I need to get a lot better at eating in the truck. Yes, you got to be careful. Keep sharing your eating in the truck tips. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't eat the best of stuff, but it's healthier than that greasy shit and deep fried shit in the truck stops. You know, I think the worst things I eat are these. The stir-fry couple noodles, but I only eat one, and I only eat them. Usually I'll eat those when I'm at a shipper receiver and I want to eat something quick, but I eat a lot of the oatmeal for breakfast, so that's good. Yeah, those noodles are great to hang out, to keep a feel on the truck, because when you need something quick and easy, they're quick and easy. But I eat a lot of, chicken breast sandwiches. It's the processed shit, so it's not real healthy for you. But just simple cheese, mayonnaise, and, the breast. Another thing that's a good source of food, I got these little guys. They're not the best. I mean, they're 320 calories each, so, you want to be careful on how many of those you eat. But I'm down on food. I didn't buy much food when I came out this last time, because I just figured I was going home. Well, one, I was going to go home for Thanksgiving, and if not, they were going to have my sisters get together after Thanksgiving. But they changed it to January. She was cremated, so it's not like we're holding her up from, a burial, but we're going to get together in January out in California to do whatever it's called, a wake or whatever it's called. Why'd I leave Prime? Okay, when I decided to do a lease purchase at Prime, I really wanted to go on the logistics side. They paid, I can't remember what it was 85 or 90% of the load, and your truck can be governed at 75. So I do the lease purchase at Prime, get the truck, I call up the division about the power only, and I tell them what I want to do, and they're like, yeah, that's fine. The only problem is we've changed it. It's now only 75%, and your truck has to be governed at 65. So when you're on that side, you have to have your own authority. So they want me to get my own authority, pay all that money to make 3% more. So I was like, okay, so the power only side's no good. I'm going to stick with 72%. I stress out pretty easy, and getting the washouts, finding washout areas and waiting in that line for 2 hours and getting reefer fuel was really wearing on me. The other thing that was getting me is not being able to get home. I was really having a hard time getting home, and a couple of times I really needed to be home for very important reasons, and they weren't getting me there. Home time was real tough to get home, and he was doing an okay job of keeping me south at the winter time, but I don't know, it was just a combination of things. And once they made Melissa cry because there was a very, 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 very important home time that needed to be home, and they just didn't care to get us home on time, and it really left her crying. It left her upset, and she cried. I was like, that's it, we're done. And so that's why we left. They paid half of the truck value. Well, that shouldn't be the case unless you didn't have it insured for enough. Because if you we're gonna run some stupid numbers. Let's say you got a truck that you insured for $60,000. It gets totaled out, and what they're gonna do is they're gonna go in there and see what that truck's selling for. They're gonna find about 3 trucks the same year with roughly the same mileage on them, and they're gonna average out what those trucks are selling for. So if you insured it for $60,000, but the trucks are only selling for $30,000, they're only gonna pay you $30,000. So it's important for you to watch what truck values are going for, so you can change what you have your truck insured for. This truck at Prime, when I was paying on the lease, I had to have it insured for $179,000. No matters what. The 3 years I was paying the lease off, it had to be insured. The truck ain't worth $179,000. So my insurance was real high. When I left, when I paid the truck off, because even though I left Prime, I had to have it insured for that because I was paying, you know, through Success Leasing still. So as soon as I paid my truck off, I went ahead and seen what the value of my truck was, and I insured it appropriately. My insurance dropped almost in half. So that's how that insurance should work. So that's maybe why the truck they paid half the value, is because that's what the truck was worth. I keep my favorite instant oatmeal. I just made scrambled eggs. I use instant rice. I have 2 plastic bowls and a plastic plate. Right on. I have a little plastic deal up there that you can put actual eggs in, mix up your own eggs and put them in there. But since I found those meals, I don't even buy eggs anymore. I buy hard-boiled eggs, but I don't buy eggs anymore. Nathan Campbell Murray, how you doing, man? How you doing? Okay, Billy finally went to his cage. He's done chewing on me. I feel like I got a cut somewhere. I guess not. You didn't get me good enough, little bastard. He hasn't chomped on me like that since shit for a long time. He was in a mood this morning, boy. He was in a mood. You know, there's another thing I found. I think I got some. Yeah, really good. Really good. They come out crispy. These guys, you can get them Chipotle, or this one's the charred chicken case of the Deli Max. These are really good. 290 calories per quesadilla. I eat one, that's all. That's, you know, fills me up. But you microwave them, you put them in a sleeve, and they actually come out good. You know, usually microwaving things like this, they come out like crap, but these actually come out good. Get my chili back in there. But next time I go home, I'm going to make some more of the hamburger meat to bring out to eat with my rice. That was really, really good. And you make a pound or 2 of hamburger meat and freeze it, and for me, that's 2 weeks worth of dinners. Obviously, I'm not going to eat them every day because you get sick of the thing, but I like to. That's one thing you got to remember, guys. You can make your own food. You can make some chicken breasts at home, put them in Ziploc bags and freeze them, defrost them, and just warm them up. When you reheat things like that in the microwave, though, don't just nuke the shit out of it. Put it on reheat or put it at half power and just let it go in there longer. And for chicken breast or something like that, you're going to want to have some water in there with it so it doesn't dry it out. You know, make yourself stuff at home. I mean, it costs so much cheaper to make food at home and put it, and the freezer bags are the way to go. Trying to put it in Tupperware and then deal with Tupperware, no, that don't work for me. Freezer bags, yeah, you spend a little money on freezer bags, but it's just easy peasy. Open it up, and you can make serving sizes with them. Just put a serving in each bag. Matter of fact, I'm not going to get them, but I've got really small bags that you can put small servings in of things. Jason Robinson says, I left Prime 2 after 7 years, then came to Landstar. Wish I would have done it sooner. Okay, I like that, Jason. But the one thing that concerns me is I can't say that though, because I haven't given Landstar a fair shake. Every fucking week I've been going home. I've been going home weekly. So I haven't given him a fair shake. I got to get through the holidays. I got to get through winter. Next summer I'm going to give him a fair shake. I'm not going to sit and complain that, you know, I made more money here, more money there. Yeah, I made more money at Prime because I never went home. You never went home. You were out 2 months at a time. It makes your, and I was teaming too, it makes your chicken taste rubbery, microwave is unpredictable. Yeah, that's why you need to do it on very low wattage. You don't want to just nuke the shit out of it. And you can even, you know, you can even what am I trying to say? Oh, put a cup of water in there so it don't dry it out, you know, next to it, and it should be fine. It should be fine. I've reheated chicken in the microwave. As long as you don't turn it up high, it won't make it rubbery and nasty. But that's the secret to reheating a lot of things, is not just nuking the shit out of it. Oh, 100% power for 2 minutes. No, do it at 50% power for 4 minutes, you know, for 3 minutes. That's why they have the reheat button. You guys don't realize when you hit the reheat button, if you hear the microwave, it goes on and off, the heating goes on and off. That's because reheating food, you don't want to cook the food, you just want to warm it. If you just nuke it at 100%, you'll cook it, and which will overcook it. Hey, there she is. Miss Melissa H is in the house. How you doing? How you doing? She had a good night at work last night, made a few dollars, so that's good. That's good. Hey, babe, will you clean the inside of my truck when I come home? It needs a good douching. I'll pay you. Hey, Angela. How you doing, Angela? Oh, yeah, you said the wife is going to get back on the truck. Are you going to team? Glenn, I was just joking, bro. Melissa would never get back on this truck. Ever. Ever. I know you haven't watched my old videos when I was teaming with Melissa, but she quit going on YouTube because she was depressed on this truck for like 2 years. Trucking wasn't for her. She lost her sense of being, and she won't even come into the truck to help me get things out of the truck. I went grocery shopping the other day. I said, hey babe, jump in the truck and I'll hand you stuff and you can put it away. Nope. I'll hand you the stuff. And I offered her to do that because the truck was parked far away, the pickup truck, and it was a walk with all the groceries. So I figured getting in the truck would be easier. She's like, no, you get in the truck. And why one of us need to get in the truck is I don't wear my shoes in the truck. So it's a bitch to put your shoes on and off when you're putting things in. Luckily in this truck, I have a escape hatch door. So when I'm by myself, I open the escape hatch door and I throw everything on my bed so I can do it all in one hit. But she wouldn't even get in the truck to help me do it. She says I'm traumatized. As a matter of fact, she told me when she was getting off the truck that she thought she was going to need to see a psychiatrist to help her reinstate herself into society. Yeah, I stay out 3 to 4 weeks at a time. See, I'm having a hard time staying out more than a week at a time or two. It just seems like I always have to go home for one reason or another. A therapist. I cook in my electric pot. I use a coffee pot every morning. Yeah, that's good. You save money on coffee. I usually get my coffee for free. I get free coffee out of Love's Refills, I should say. And at TA's, I've got the coffee tickets. And like this morning, I always do this at a TA. I refill my coffee mug and I walk up like I'm going to pay for it. And I say, oh, where's your guys' kiosk so I have free coffee tickets. And about 50% of the time, they'll say, hold on guys. guys. Let me get rid of Jeremy here. They'll say, oh, you've got free refills, go ahead and take it, and you don't use your slip. So I do that every time, like this morning. Matter of fact, why I'm not drinking my coffee. There's my cup of coffee. And I got this smaller coffee cup, which kind of sucks because now I drink it all during a drive shift. But I can't fucking believe I put my gloves on one time and look, I'm starting to get dirt under my fingernails. Those gloves, I don't understand the purpose of gloves. Oh, it's still hot. I don't waste coffee anymore because I had a big cup before for coffee, and yeah. Melissa, you want a crock pot? How many? No. Here's the problem with Melissa getting a crock pot, everybody. Melissa will have a tendency to leave something in a pan overnight and then look at it and go, ew, that's so disgusting. She'll throw the whole damn pan away. And don't you lie, woman. That's what you did to our crock pot last time you used it. Can't remember what happened, but I remember you threw it away because it was gross. And in all honesty, guys, I can't blame her because I would have done the same damn thing. If I look in a pot and something sat in there, I forgot about it and it got nasty, nope, I ain't touching it. It's going in the trash. Yeah, you're right, Glenn. You got to be a little crazy to do this shit. Trucking is not a job. It's a way of life. And if you can't get with this way of life, it will be torment on you. And with Melissa not on the truck with me anymore, it's a little rough for me to be out here. Because I'm used to having her out here. But when I go home, all I want to do is get back out, to make the money. Because it's hard to make this kind of money, at a job at home. Although, if I don't start making better money here at Landstar, I might as well get a job at home. Not anymore. Years ago. Yeah, years ago, because you've been on the truck for years, so you haven't had the chance to do it. Like when I dragged the Christmas tree away with the deck. Yep. She threw out a damn Christmas tree fully decorated because she's just like, I ain't taking this shit down. But think about it, babe. It was never in the original plan to ever drive. That's right. That was your idea to drive. We made a lot of money with you driving, though, dear. We've got a little bit of a nest egg because you drove. Crockpot liners, there you go. They make those, huh? Those would be perfect. That'd be awesome. Then my job was done. Yeah, babe, but I think you should get on the truck for a couple more months until get us out of winter. You don't even have to fully team. You can just be the backup driver, so I don't have to worry about. Because a lot of these loads, like Glenn showed me a load yesterday going from Amarillo to Beaumont, Texas. It paid freaking awesome. The problem was that I seen is it was 632 miles. Yes, you can drive 632 miles with your clock, but that means you can't deadhead to pick that load up because you ain't gonna. And most loads you got to deadhead 50 to 100 miles to get to. And let's say you deadheaded 100 miles, or you had to deadhead 100 miles to get that load, you couldn't run 732 miles in one trip. Because it was a load that picked up in the morning and delivered at midnight or whatever it was. It was a good ass paying load, man. I couldn't believe that. But unless you were sitting in Amarillo, Baytown, sorry, same distance, same area. Unless you were sitting in Amarillo, you can't run that load. And I found that a lot with the good paying loads is I can't do them because they're too far away from me. I always try to look up loads that are the least amount of deadhead first. But then I have to start moving away because the loads just don't pay enough a lot of times. And the reason being, obviously, is I went to an area that paid good to get me in there, but not really paying good to get me out. But I don't mind deadheading 100, 150 miles to get a good load. The problem is when it's a great load that you have to go 650 miles on, deadheading that 100, 150 miles doesn't work. That's right, they didn't make liners years ago. That's why I asked, because Google has dedicated team staff. Yeah, we teamed for a lot of years, Glenn. This truck's a 2023 and it's got 456,000 miles on it because we teamed up until June. From the day I got this truck, she started teaming in my old truck, and put a lot of miles on this truck. Yeah. That's right, liners mean no washing the crock pot. Hell yeah. You're going into town today, what, to buy a crock pot? No buying crock pots until I'm making money, woman. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't everybody get excited. I'm just joking. She is working. She's got her own money. Taking pictures of what? Taking pictures of what, woman? Oh, shit. No. Oh, my laundry bag's upside down. Got to get ready for a shower here in a little bit. After this live is shower time. So street photography like I used to. Ah, okay. See, now she's got all these hobbies now that she's home. She's got all these damn hobbies, which is good. Makes her happy. Look who's here, babe. Little Debbie. Little Debbie's in the house. I want to stop and see the longhorn. I'm afraid to walk in grass too because of ticks. Wear your boots and long pants. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Guys, I got a tick on my shoulder the other day when I was at home. Let's see if it's still red. Yep. No, that's... Yeah, right there. Damn thing I did. Melissa had it, or we put rubbing alcohol on a rag, and I have to keep soaking it for him to peel himself off. It was gross. Dave, are you ever going to make a video about the good, the bad, the ugly on Prime? I've made several Prime videos. I made several Prime videos. I started this YouTube channel with Prime videos, and I've always talked about the good, the bad, and the ugly, even when I was at Prime. That's the one thing that I'm different about as a YouTuber, because I'm not trying to make this a career or, you know, anything like that, and I don't care if people like me or not, is I always tell the truth. If shit is bad, I tell you it's bad. If shit's bad because I'm making it bad, I'll tell you I'm making it bad. Like right now, Landstar's not working out the way I would hope it would work out, but it's my fault. You know, so I'm not blaming Landstar. It's my fault because the way I'm running my truck. I'm not staying out enough because of life. Life is just getting in the way. And repel, there you go. What's up, Larry? How you doing? I was using liners in the 90s, made dinner for the kids to eat while I was at work. Oh, okay. They had liners for a while. You caught that, huh, Peterbilt? When I left the house last time, my older sister called me about my younger sister not doing good. And The speed limit where you get on the street from my house is 60. Then it goes up to 65. Then it goes up to 70. Well, when I was talking to her on the phone, I noticed I was doing 60 in the 70-mile-an-hour range. So I clicked up my cruise control to 70 so I could do that. Well, all of a sudden I heard my GPS go speed warning, and I looked up and I seen it kick back down to 60. So I turned off my my cruise control started slowing down. And right when I did that, a cop came around the corner at me with his radar on, and he lit me up. And so he gave me a warning, a freaking written warning. I just was distracted with what my sister was talking about is all. That's the first time I've ever been pulled over in a semi. And it was just a written warning. Man, let me ask a stupid question. I've always looked at this way, but everyone at Landstar says to not worry about it. But the way I look at it is if you deadhead to a good paying load, it becomes a okay paying load, and sometimes it's a bad paying load by the time you get there. Exactly. That's why you always got to figure your deadhead in on your rate that you're getting. A lot of guys like grinding gears, I asked him one time, he doesn't go by rate per mile. He goes by what the load's paying and what he's going to make per week. And you kind of got to do that here at Landstar because the loads are not paying very good by per mile. They pay just barely okay per day. The best thing you can do is when you got deadhead, what the fuck? Oh, that's normal. When you got deadhead, you want to try to deadhead the least amount as possible. If you get a load paying $1.50 a mile with no deadhead, or a load that's paying $1.75 a mile with 200-mile deadhead, do the math. You know, I've come to Landstar, I kind of don't really pay attention to the rate per mile as much as the rate per day, because the rate per mile loads that are good a lot of times are very short runs, and you're only going to make $600 for the day, which I'm not, going to complain about, as long as that $600 is going to you and not, after Landstar's cut. $600 a day is kind of like my minimum of what I would like to make per day. So you just got to be careful, because that load that seems like it's paying really good, or see, other than that load from Amarillo, Glenn, I haven't seen good loads like that. This load I'm on right now paid okay. With the deadhead, not so much, because I had a deadhead to get here, and I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done this load unless I wanted to get home for Thanksgiving. So maybe I did kind of break my rule a little bit when I said that I'm not gonna screw my money up a little bit to go home for Thanksgiving. But I kind of did, because I had a deadhead 200 miles to this load. I can't do the math because I'm on my, hold on. I forgot I bought one of these little calculators. So let's see. Man, I turned it off. Let's see something here real quick. I turned it off again. I'm trying to remember what this load's paying. Okay. Okay, so this load, let me see. Okay, so this load went from being kind of a crappy load. I'm going to give you the numbers on this load at $1.48 a mile to get me home. But whenever you got to go home and you got to be there a specific time, you're going to take it in the rear end usually, because going to Texas doesn't pay really well from a lot of areas. Some areas it does, but a lot of areas it doesn't. So you got to position yourself to a good area. So because I had that deadhead, it brought it down to $1.20 a mile. Now, when I would go home with my last company, a lot of times I was only making $1.50, $1.55 a mile to get home. But 32 of that cents was going to the trailer payment. So let's say $1.55, $1.55, take away 32. So that was $1.23 a mile I was making at the old company to get home. So it's about the same even with this crappy load. So I think right now the biggest problem I'm having is I'm not staying out long enough. I'm not staying out long enough. Because this week, as long as they put this last load that I forgot to put in by 2 o'clock on this week, this will be a normal week. It would be equivalent to what I made at the old company as a solo truck. I just got to get used to the numbers as a solo truck because I'm used to being a team truck. I'm used to being a team truck. Written warnings are worse than tickets because you cannot fight it and it still gives you points. Yes, unless you lose that ticket, because a written warning doesn't give you points on your driver's license and it doesn't give you any fees. You will get CSA points though. A ticket will give you CSA points, points on your driver's license, and a fine. There's no way I could have fought that ticket because, like a dumbass, when he walked up, I said, I admitted to speeding basically, or I admitted I was at fault because as he walked up, I said, oh my God, I'm so sorry, man. And as soon as I said that, I knew I was fucked. And he had a camera on his chest right here with a red blinky light on it. So there's no fighting that. All you're going to do is pull that out, and I admitted guilt by saying, I'm so sorry. So I didn't, I'm going to take the warning. I asked him, please, can you not give me a written warning? I said, it's just as bad as a ticket. And he's like, I've never heard that. He goes, that's bizarre. I've never had anyone say that to me before. He goes, well, I can give you a ticket or I can give you the written warning. He goes, but I'm not allowed to do verbal warnings. He goes, it's against our policy. He goes, and I'm not going to lose my job because you're worried about some points on your driver's license. So I was going to get a written one no matter what, or a ticket. What's up, Mr. Wilsterman? How you doing, my man? Yeah, I always paid attention to rate per mile because if the truck moves, it needs to move at a rate that is more than what it costs to move it. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Glenn. That's just like what we did in class, where we did what our minimum rate per mile was. And I think mine ended up being 92 cents if I was out. I put out that I'd be out for 15 days a month. It was 92 cents a mile I had to run for to basically pay to break even plus put $2,000 a month away is what I figured in my little deal. You always take it in the shorts when you're going home. That's trucking, you know that, Bubba. Yep, no, I know that. I know that. Going home is always different, yep. Yeah, Chris, I should have called you, man, and had you help me out on that. First speeding, I was, the speed limit went from 70 to 60, and I started slowing down. I wasn't paying attention because I was getting bad news on the phone, and I didn't start slowing down until I passed the 60-mile-an-hour sign. I let off, I shut cruise control off, and it was too late. There was an officer coming around the corner, and he was literally writing tickets that day in that section. So he, you know, it was inevitable. He even said he's working that area. As a matter of fact, as soon as he was done with me, he pulled out from behind me, and boom, his lights went on, getting somebody coming the other direction. So yeah, he was working it hard. Yeah, I've heard if rates are down, your miles need to go up in order to make good money. Yeah. It's tough, man. It's tough because, yeah, he's sitting down there licking his bowl. Little monster. He's hungry. He's chewing on me. Thought I seen something on my shirt right there. It scared me. But I'm probably going to jump on that Laredo load coming out of my house on Friday. I guess I'll wait to see if Melissa's working Friday and the weekend. If she's working, I might as well just go back out. If she's not, maybe I'll hang out for a couple of days. Go back out on Monday. All right, babe. Talk to you later. Let me know what your days you're working. Otherwise, I might grab that Laredo load, but I really want to talk to that Walmart guy. I looked up lane match, and there was a Sealy to Sealy, which was a tow away. Right on, cool. So that's definitely one of those loads. Because if I can do that through the winter time, that'd be nice. At least the rest of December until I go on my Jeep vacation, and then I'll, you know, come out and do it a couple more weeks or whatever. But I'm probably going to take 2 weeks off in January and a couple weeks off in February, and then see how March pans out, you know, just because of weather. You know, if we're going to have a real heavy bad winter, I'm not interested in playing that winter game. And now that's if I can't run Texas, you know, and stay in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and all that. But I don't know if the loads are going to pay good enough to make it worthwhile putting the miles on the truck. Because I think the rates are going to drop in those areas, knowing that a lot of guys want to run that area. And if that happens, I'm not going to run for $1 a mile. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. But anyways, guys, I'm going to let you guys go because I got to go get me a shower. I'm feeling like a shower today. Like, comment, subscribe. Trucking with David H. on Facebook if you're interested in Facebook. If you don't do Facebook, don't do it. But if you're interested in Facebook, Trucking with David H. on Facebook. That's all I got to say. You hopeful that things will improve with Trump? Hell yeah, Chris, I'm definitely hopeful, man. But you came in late, bro. So I'm leaving you. It's been an hour and 20 minutes. I gotta go. Because I gotta go to the bathroom. So I'm gonna go take a shower so I have a private bathroom. TMI, TMI.